just to see what happens.
I'd be down for doing that.
We can all relish in the disappointment.
We'll get disappointed,
together.
yeah. Because I actually tried to watch all of the Oscar winners from last year just to see, because that's why we watched Green Book. I was like, okay, let's see what it was. And
we get to
Star is
watch
Born.
Joaquin Phoenix get snubbed, I'm sure.
I have a feeling the Joker as a whole might get so we'll have to see what happens. But yeah, I think that could be fun.
Skynet, John Connor, the Terminator, it doesn't matter. The only thing that got me at Killer Robots is now gone. Oh no! Oh no!
Aww.
That's so sad. They are killing everything that got me hooked into thriller, sci-fi shit, Aliens, Terminator, Predator. At least the previous Terminator movies are tied to Skynet. That's true. They completely dropped Skynet.
What do you mean? They are called Legion now. That's the only difference.
Oh no, but Genesis is Skynet.
Well, what I'm getting, what he's talking about is like the new movie says Skynet is gone, dead, deleted, done. You killed them. Good job. Okay, cool. So what's the threat now? Legion. What's the difference between Legion and Skynet? Literally nothing. Okay.
It's like the
good job, guys. We did it. We made.
I don't remember what they're called in Gears 4 and 5, but they changed like the Locust to some other name, even though they're exact same as the Locust.
So the Locusts were fighting the Lambent, and now you have the Swarm. In addition,
the best part is I don't know if you played Gears 4, but I did not. Sucked. I heard it was just out of absolutely nowhere. One of the characters goes, "We call them the Swarm," and it's like, when did you decide on that name?
Well, I'm like, how long are you fuckers going to live on this planet before an alien civilization stops popping up every 5 minutes and is the new bad guy of the game?
My favorite part is like it's all predicated on the fact that Gears 3 is like, we killed all of the Locusts, and then out of nowhere it's like, never mind, they went into hibernation and now they're super Locusts now.
Well, the Locusts. By the way, we're talking about Gears of War right now, is where we've gone. But yeah, I am very, very glad that in Gears 5 they have like a 5-minute cinematic that explains like the world, because I was honestly like, who are we fighting and where the fuck did they come from?
Trust me, in context, Gears doesn't make any more sense.
It is Gears. It actually has a really interesting Warhammer-like universe to it. That's
that you have to read in like external material. That isn't in the game.
The games give a very it's like a worse for like Space Marine gives you a better a view into the Warhammer universe than Gears 5 kind of gives for the Gears universe in a way.
Oh no!
But it's like, how many times does the
Critical gave Dark Fate an 8 out of 10?
He did?
Why?
Wait, Critical who?
He didn't necessarily shout me out once, but he actually like said that it was my Game of Thrones videos, I think, that he watched or something.
Not Critical Drinker?
No, not Critical Drinker. Critical is in...
thank God.
Okay. All right. I was like, whoa.
No, he hated it. Critical Drinker... Okay, for clarification, Critical Drinker hated it.
Crinker hated it.
Oh no, it's probably true, because I'm seeing it's got 87%. It's a yellow rating. It's the only video he's got up that's got a bad rating.
This episode...
No...
Is Critical...
with the top comment, so Charlie is the one guy who liked it. Oh no. He wasn't joking.
Oh, him.
Oh man.
Oh, him.
I'll have to check it out. I hope we don't end up covering it. Please no.
The moist meter. Wait, really? This is in the... It's not Penguin Zero, is it?
Yeah,
That's not Critical, is it? It is?
Yeah.
Because this moist meter Dark Fate just shows it at 7.2 to 1.1, which is...
Yeah, that's bad.
Like that would be in the yellow. That's bad?
That's indicative that something's gone wrong, because when you're delivering videos to your own fan base, most of the time you'll get 95% plus. It would be weird to get anything lower than that if everything's fine. So to get 87%, that's why they've colored it yellow, green, and red. You know, red is like 70%.
No, it just shows it up on gray for me.
Oh, well, the reason why they've colored it the way they have on the app or whatever it is to try and tell you that that's essentially how YouTube... You know, like, extra credits getting essentially, like, 2%? The color doesn't change from 2% all the way up to, like, 70-something, because 70, it's just, you're in bad territory at that point.
Yeah, 100 to 90 is green, and then it goes orange down to 70, and then it's red from there. But those are the Dark Fate Metacritics. It is 54 from the Metascore, and from the user score, it is a 3.8 out of 10.
Also, I want to clarify, you can have videos that are, like, disliked to hell that are actually good, because those different things can be the reason. But
Sure.
I will check that video out. I hope it's not, like, weird, but, oof. That movie was bad. I wonder how Angry Joe felt about the movie.
Someone said in chat he gave Ukulele a bad...
He did.
Angry Joe gave it an 8 out of 10. You see, this is why Angry Joe's movie opinions don't matter.
I gotta check. It could be a meme.
I honestly believe it 100% because Angry Joe, when it comes to anything other than video games, he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about.
He's got 82%. He probably did give it that.
His
final verdict is 3 out of 10?
8 out of 10.
And then it shows 3 out of 10 after that.
Wait, it does?
Yeah.
Oh.
Who was the one that gave it an 8 out of 10? Because it might be that.
Do we have to EFAP the last? Do we have to EFAP the last 2 minutes of the fucking Angry Joe Terminator Dark Fate? Because we have it says 8 out of 10 and 3 out of 10, and I don't have audio because we're streaming.
Look it up. You could watch it online. I think.
Well, there's one of two things that might have happened.
Upon seeing
either
this
Angry Joe gave it a 3, and his retarded friend Alex gave it an 8 out of 10.
So who gave it a 3?
Or it was the other way around.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So from what I just saw, Joe gave it an 8.
Oh no, he said Terminator Genesis. If I turn off my brain, was an 10.
Say that again. Sorry, I missed that.
I know. It is mind-boggling. I believe that Angry Joe said that Terminator Genesis, if I turn off my brain, was that 8 out of 10.
What? No.
Do we have to take a detour from Jenny's shitty video to watch the last 3 minutes of an Angry Joe movie review?
Joe, why?
In fairness,
are we being intercepted by the dynamic Hispanic?
Okay, to clarify, he gave the new one a 3.
In fairness, he's saying you have to turn off your brain and not think about anything about. Because if that's the case, then it's like,
it's 8 out of 10 for the blinking lights and the fights, I guess. Even then, that's like don't you care about why anything is the way it is? Because then there's a 3 out of 10 yet that I haven't listened to.
So the 3 out of 10 was for Dark Fate, yeah?
I don't know yet. I haven't listened to it. I just scrolled because there's a final verdict that says 8 out of 10, and I scroll a little further. There's a final verdict 3 out of 10. And I'm so confused right now. I don't know what's real.
We gotta give Jenny a time. Surely we can put this on the we will look into this thing.
Yeah, but Jenny's shit.
I know.
Jenny's video is really bad.
But this is really unfair. We've covered less than a quarter.
We'll do a meme break for an Angry Jew. It'll only
Angry Jew for an Angry Jew.
You have sorry, Angry Joe. That was legitimately a slip of the tongue. I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't mean to call him Angry Jew. All right. I didn't mean to.
Like an actual channel. The Angry Jew.
Angry Jew is a slip of the tongue. I swear.
Hold on.
I'm not implying that angry. No. I'm not saying that Joe Vargas is Jewish. All right, he's Hispanic. He's obviously Catholic. So what we're gonna need to do is we're gonna need to watch the last 3 minutes of Angry Joe, as in Joseph's review of Terminator Dark Fate.
No.
All right, I've made a note of where we were. We'll get back to Jenny, I swear. All right, what?
Shapiro wants to know your location.
Oh,
listen, you can clip it. It doesn't matter because there's nothing wrong with Jews being angry. You're anti-Semitic if you think the Jews don't have anything to be angry for. So there. How about that? Flip that right back on you.
There's nothing wrong
Oh, how the
Jews
tables have turned.
Angry.
Oy vey.
That's a quote for the ages. Like,
Listen,
what is the context of that needed to be said?
No problem with the Jewish people.
Oh my god! All right, let's have a look.
I
didn't like it at first. We'll talk about it in spoilers, and then it was okay.
Well, this was spoilers
Towards the end, that I didn't mind it as much. So when I wasn't thinking about the implications in the universe, when I wasn't thinking about like the interesting writing decisions, just to make sure that I really wanted the movie to go in a different direction too.
Everyone did.
And so, like the brain-off score of this movie
It
is
shouldn't
like
have been a Terminator film. It should have been a different.
Oh, so it is his
universe.
retarded friend that's saying
but
it.
then you wouldn't have the best parts, Arnold and Linda.
yeah, but and so like that is it's difficult. If I'm thinking about this movie is like dead average. But if I'm just sitting down and I want to be a mass audience person,
I'm not gonna
that
lie,
doesn't
that
care as much as
that blue and black plaid shirt with the yellow underneath. Man, I admire a man who takes risks like that.
Yeah, those colors are not working together. But what do I know?
I bet he's got a really great dad bod underneath there. What do you think, Wolf?
I don't know. I'd have to. Maybe if he stands up, because he might be hiding like some horrible gut under there.
All right, that's fair enough.
I do care. This could easily be like a 7 or an 8, but it's hard. You have to kind of decide where you fit.
Ha ha! Alex gives this one an 8.
No.
Joe gives it a 5. Yes, I know you.
He
I'm
said halfway
now.
through,
He said
turned
7
off
or 8.
his brain. And
That's
I went,
okay. That's what with the stipulation. If you turn your brain off, it's an 8. Because that's my rating. It's an 8 out of 10.
Oh
Now,
no!
It's also about
Listen,
Dogfate.
Oh no! I tried to give you the benefit of the. Oh wait, I'm so confused. What are they talking
Well,
about?
because he
Is
just
this
said that
Genesis or
if
is
you
this
consider
Dark
this
Fate?
movie without the Terminator franchise, it like goes up, and he says like the best parts are Linda and Arnold. So it's like it has to be Dark Fate. It can't be Genesis.
Hmm.
Now, I want to ask you, Joe, before I go deep into my rating here. You saw Genesis.
Yes, with you.
You saw Salvation.
No, I have not.
What?
It didn't
God
look good.
damn, y'all.
Yeah, like I said, like.
Did you see T3? But it's been so long.
I think
it's a while.
so. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Did
what
you
that-
like it better than
yeah,
Genesis?
It's better than
Which one?
Genesis.
This one?
Terminator Genesis. Did you like this one better than Terminator Genesis?
Oh, and I'm undecided on whether or not I think Genesis is worse. Actually, it's complicated. It's really tough to figure out, honestly.
You'll have to make that decision for me. I refuse to watch Dark
It's
Fate.
the question I've actually been thinking about myself is what's worse, to let John Connor win the war and lead people to victory, for him to then be killed and converted into a Terminator and lead Skynet. So that's pretty insulting. Or after T2, he's shotgunned to bits.
Well, at least if he's shotgunned to bits, he can't be ruined.
But at least he saved humanity in the other one before he got turned into a Terminator.
He got turned into a Terminator, though.
That's so fucked.
We have to argue which one is worse, dying
but the thing
or
is,
turning
right,
into a Terminator.
We're asked to fuck it. We're asked to just be like, ruin Terminator, disrespect the franchise and the fans. Like, alright, how about we turn John Connor into a Terminator, or we just kill him when he's a kid? They're like the two top choices. It's like they did both of them, and ironically in different continuities. It's insane.
Or
I think that it's interesting that we have Dark Fate killing off John Connor like this, so he can't save humanity. And almost at the same time, we have Episode 9, where Darth Vader didn't kill Palpatine. He's still alive, and we have to have Rey do it. Like, why are these new franchises so focused on taking away the achievements of old beloved characters and giving them to the shitty new ones? It's
Because
like it's kind of like a pattern now.
Predators were always just hunting for autism.
Like, why do you hate the old things so much, and at the same time want to make money off of it?
Reminds me of that clip from the It movie, TV series or whatever, where she's like, "Why does it hate?" About it. We're referring to Hollywood at this point. Why does it hate?
It's like they grudgingly accept that these old things can make money, and they don't actually give a shit.
So yeah, I think we can conclude then. Joe and Critical gave Dark Fate 8 out of 10. Not bad.
Well, there's a 3 out of 10 popping up. They
Right,
still have
let's
to
see what that is, I guess.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
We're gonna go. Somebody gonna look up your rating for the first one and find the inconsistency. All right, so here and honestly, I have some inconsistency too because I rated Genesis an 8. Upon seeing this one, I'm like, no, this is an 8. Terminator Genesis, the acting is worse. The acting is much better in this. In Terminator,
you rated Terminator Genesis an 8?
An 8 out of 10.
Joe, you make it so hard for me to understand. How you manage to review games one way and movies you cannot review at all.
If you ever wanted more evidence as to why Joe's opinion on film doesn't matter, he reviewed Terminator Genesis an 8.
Like, we've talked about this, right? They're all so bad, all of these new movies, but Genesis is one of the ones that like it has the trophy of being the worst because it deletes Terminator 1 and 2. Like,
oh my goodness,
it's like if Ray did actually go back in time and just murder Luke, Leia, Han, Anakin all in their sleep while they were babies. That's like what Genesis does to T1 and 2, and it's just like, whoa. Damn. That's all I've got to say about that.
Someone, hey, googly-eyed Phoenix in chat made a good comment. He says, "Is Joe a Targaryen? A coin is flipped every time he does a review." Targaryen.
Every time he does a review. I don't even think that...
Every time he does a movie review, a coin's flipped.
I guess, yeah, he's probably been on point with some movie reviews, right? I haven't seen all of his.
Sure, I mean, eventually. That's just a statistical, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a few videos where he's like come to the correct conclusion and had good argumentation for it, but I'm pretty sure it's only because he's incidentally correct.
It's
not up like Angry Joe, Batman versus Superman.
Jay Longbones said John Connor died a hero and lived long enough to see himself become a villain. He achieved both. And that's only including one continuity. If you slap the other one, he was also fucking obliterated as a child before he got to do anything.
Looks like the final verdict for Batman v Superman is a 7 out of 10.
Joe, so stupid.
Let me look up his Aquaman one.
Oh no!
I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be high.
Angry Joe Aquaman. He's given this a 7 out of 10.
Aquaman 7.
Aquaman 7 out of 10.
All right, Joe.
For a normie,
we get it better.
Yeah, it's like okay. Angry Joe. What's another movie I need to check?
Suicide Squad. Just look at Suicide Squad. It tells you
Justice
everything.
League. What did he give Justice League?
Oh, I'll do Suicide Squad.
Oh, I actually know that he did.
Welcome to the Jenny Nichols stream, everybody.
he actually did genuinely not like Justice League.
Okay.
So
but he
Suicide Squad,
so
he gave an 8 out of 10.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
The Predator.
The Predator, and I know this is bad because I remember watching his video and he says in the Predator review, hey, I was wrong about Suicide Squad, but I'm not wrong on this one. This is a good film.
Well, he gave The Predator a 6 out of 10.
This is the thing. It's like a 0. Yeah, that video didn't do too well either.
Yeah, but for Angry Joe, the distance from 8 to 7 is like
it depends.
The distance between a 9 to a 2 for the rest of us.
Let's get a what do they call it? Like what did he give Justice League? If he didn't like Justice League, whatever he gave that, we should consider his low marks, right?
Angry Joe Justice League. All right. He gave Justice League a... I'm scrolling. We're scrolling. I can't see it. Does he not have a graphic for the final review score?
Oh, maybe he didn't put it on screen at that point.
Justice League. I can't see it on the timeline. He doesn't have a graphic pop up, I don't think.
I thought he gave it a bad review. I might be thinking of a different movie, but I'm pretty sure there was like one DC movie at least that he like actually despised. Granted, I don't know how many Angry Joe movie reviews I've sat the whole way through, but
yeah, I don't know. We'd have to listen to it. But we still have the 3 out of 10 to listen to for this.
Apparently he comes around to saying it's not great in the spoiler
Justice
version of
League?
this. Well, for Dark Fate.
Oh.
Which, it says, watch Joe's spoiler review. He comes around and stops saying Joker is anything but a mess of a movie. I don't want to lie to you guys. So,
yeah, that would be bad.
Yeah, we gotta be consistent. If he thinks The Predator is worth 6 out of 10, I couldn't care less about anything he has to say about movies. Well, this is the thing. I don't know what's going on with him in movies. He's a weird man. I think he goes
Let's finish this real quick. I would like to hear the 3 out of 10.
All right.
The action is worse, except it is got Future War scenes, and I think that's what hyped me up so much because I love the Future War. And honestly, I just want a Future War film. I want T2 3D. If you know T2 3D, it was a real life experience in Orlando Studios, Florida, and that is the real T3. It is the real continuation of the story. John Connor and Arnold are now in the future, and they're fighting or they go into the future and they take on Skynet. Look it up. You could watch it online, I think. So, but anyways, so I'd say Terminator Genesis in realistic. Turn Off My Brain was that 8 out of 10, right? But really, in retrospect, it's like a 6 out of 10.
6.
And this one here,
it's
in
like
Terminator,
a 2 at best.
Dark Fate, Turn Off My Brain, it's an 8 out of 10. Whereas Turn Off My Brain was 6 out of 10 for Genesis. This is an 8 out of 10. Turn Off Your Brain. Now,
turn off your brain.
You want to talk about...
This is like the saying... This thing's like saying, well, if you don't count the bad stuff, the movie's great.
That's what I mean about Turn Off Your Brain. Isn't everything a 10 at that point? Or what are you judging at that point?
I have bad news. He gave Justice League an 8 out of 10.
What?
Oh, maybe I was thinking of a different movie.
Yeah, chat, let me know. Dirt Master Flex, he at 10 minutes in, he flashes the graphic for 8 out of 10.
Oh, man.
Justice League is an 8 out of 10.
He's so bad. That's... Oh, man.
A faithful adaptation of the lore and a continuation, you're looking at a 3! You know... Because the anger then comes back from that beginning scene, and then the...
All right, that's better.
So he did.
I mean, it's something.
10,
I'm okay with this.
Yeah, sure.
I'm downright surprised considering everything else we've been saying about his scores. He's given this one a 3 when considering everything and turning your brain on. All right,
he's still wrong about Genesis, but
hideously wrong.
Yeah, Justice League 8 out of 10.
Ugh.
The implication of where do we go next? You've ruined it.
There you go, thinking again.
You've ruined it.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, my criticism of Dark Fate isn't that you can't see where it can go next. They basically say that the war is about to start at the end of the film. So,
well, he did mention the first scene being something that made him angry. So
no, true. But he's saying among the criticisms, like, where do you go next? Like, they can do whatever they want. They want to make a trilogy.
By the way, I'm going back to his Man of Steel review back in 2013. Joe's gained a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just something I noticed. I mean, you look back, I look back at it here, let me post this picture, and you're like, man, this dude needs to take it easy on the tacos, you know?
I remember him from the Channel Awesome days. He was like a twig.
Don't like it. I don't like the future war here. And I don't like that you gave me so literal of the future war at the beginning, and I don't like...
Spoonie.
Stop talking about future wars. It's not like...
Joe, we had the Future War movie, and it was really bad.
I mean, I'm not going to happily say that Salvation is just bad. It's not great. Like, there's a lot of problems.
Well,
but
the movie completely lost me when they had the Terminator that didn't realize he was a Terminator.
Yeah, no, I know. I guess the justification is that his software prevents him from realizing it or some shit, but I don't really care. It's like, ooh, Terminator bombs again as Dark Fate nabs apocalyptic 11 million on Friday. Is that over one day? Or is that
I guess
weekend?
that's this Friday.
Alright, that's...
pretty bad.
That's pretty bad. I'm pretty sure the film probably cost more than 100 million, right? That's probably a safe bet.
I mean, it's got Arnold in it. It's got Linda Hamilton.
They go to a lot of places, load of special effects, explosions, vistas.
And it was certainly advertised quite a bit.
Yeah.
So Google saying that the film's budget was between 185 to 196.
All right.
So
I want it to fail miserably. I want them to kill it in the fucking cradle, and we'll do it again. We'll try again, guys. We've deleted canon before. Let's just do it again.
Don't try it again. Don't try it again. Please don't try it again.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I'd settle for that, but I'd also settle for deleting this one from canon.
Well, yeah, delete everything from canon and then don't try again.
They release a movie and all it has is Linda Hamilton in a room saying, like, man, nothing else happened after T2. And that's it. Credits.
she just comes on the screen and she's like, yeah, everything after T2, fuck that shit. And she walks off and that's the end. It's like, yeah, I'll do it. Let's do it.
I'm at the point, if I became a Hollywood star, like, Rich Evans, and I was in an action film and I played the hero, and we made 2 amazing movies, and I was great and I was iconic in film for the rest of always, and they said, hey, I know it's been 20 years, 30 years, whatever. We're going to make another one. You in? I'm like, fuck no.
Fuck no.
You just watched a segment from Every Frame a Pause, or EFAP. Hosted by YouTubers Mauler, Rags, and Fringy, and joined by a cycling variety of guests across the internet, they critically analyze media with exhaustive detail while pausing at every single frame. Subscribe to Mauler's channel to catch new episodes live on Saturdays, and tune into the EFAP channel to see full episodes, movie and TV commentaries, and gaming streams. You can also subscribe here to EFAP Highlights for daily highlights, supercuts, and shorts. Links to all the relevant channels can be found in the description section below, as well as links to the original videos and ways to support the crew. Thanks for watching.